Okay. Just cool.
He's been asking for F-16s, more Patriot systems. Do you think we could see the Biden administration change its mind on the F-16s as well?
Well, it doesn't have to. It might, but it doesn't have to. It's politically fraught inside the United States. But don't forget that America's allies in NATO and in Western Europe also have F-16s, including Poland. And they're all willing to support Ukraine, perhaps more than the United States is. Don't forget, they're much closer to Putin than the Russians, and they're not particularly interested in seeing Putin succeed in Ukraine because that threatens them as well. So if it does change, it'll change because our allies in Western Europe want to see F-16s in Ukraine.
Base Vendetta, how's it going?
You bet.
Tonight, thousands of police and pro-Palestinian students.
I'm drinking beer tonight, so I haven't been drinking really
As we speak, from coast to coast,
a whole lot.
protests have taken over parts of some of the nation's most prestigious universities.
I was gonna wait till the weekend, but I figured I have a couple hours work tomorrow. I could drink some beer. Oh, I gotta get some rolling papers. Where is it? USC?
Pushing back against police after they tried to break down a camp that had formed this morning, and at the University of Texas, Austin,
it's Texas. We're watching the news all day.
Trying to clear out student demonstrators. Take a look.
Oh. It's Texas? Yeah. The riot here.
News correspondent Antonia Hilton in New York. Antonia, Columbia was kind of the epicenter of this in the beginning. Then we saw House Speaker Mike Johnson visit there.
Oh, the House Speaker.
Can you set the scene for us here?
Absolutely. Gotti, I would say that Columbia is still in many ways the epicenter of all this because of
Alright, we're going to smoke some pot. Feels weird drinking beer because I have not been drinking beer, believe it or not.
Protesters who were at the encampment leading a presser of their own, and then you had Speaker Johnson setting up, and then you had students in some cases
I have a little bit of pot.
leaving the protesters and their friends.
Gonna have to find a job pretty soon. I need to get some food stamps started. Hey, Charlotte. So I'm drinking some beer tonight. I have not been drinking, believe it or not. I don't know how that's possible, but yeah. So I wasn't going to drink tonight, but then I go, well, we'll just take it as it comes. We'll worry about the weekend when it gets here.
Honestly, the only thing keeping me together is my friends at this point. And
so they've been showing colleges all day.
We're suffering.
And USC, I guess the LAPD went in there and arrested some people. The House Speaker went to Columbia University. The New York PD cleared out the thing. I don't know if it's funny.
Fragile. It was tense because today's events with Speaker Johnson there, they all came just hours after kids were up all night on this campus waiting for possible news. There was this initial midnight deadline that the president had set. You know, there was this threat and possibility that the NYPD was going to be called in overnight. And so many students got no sleep last night at all. And there were additional students, hundreds of students who came to just watch and monitor, who haven't even been part of these protests. So there's a real feeling of mobilization there and concern that more could happen in the next 2 days, Gotti.
There's a lot of people. I can't believe how many people are protesting. Me, I'm all about free Palestine, but I don't belong in a college. So a lot of those protesters aren't even going to college. They're, depending what college it is, it's like the Muslims took over. Not too happy about Israel. But this is America. Look, it's fucking rubbed off on our education system. Now they're going, look, America's all fucked up.
closed down in certain parts. And this is something that we've heard rumblings was
that
going
New
to
York?
happen for quite some time throughout
They
the
have so
summer.
many different colleges
It looks like
on
police
TV. I don't know which one's
finally
which.
on the move en masse, starting to go possibly engage with the protesters.
Oh, this is LA. That's USC. So USC is a little south.
The country happened.
UCLA is like
We're going to see in the next few minutes here.
Well, Gotti, if it is anything like what is transpiring, for
the
example,
school
in
that
Texas right
I'm
now,
used to hanging out at.
for some pretty intense and at times difficult to watch scenes.
Lots of Hebrews.
Right now is
It's
down
like
at
go to
the University of
UCLA.
Texas in Austin,
So
and there were
I was wondering about that college, but they're all down there at USC, so you stay down there at USC.
DPS troopers in Texas, some of whom came all the way from Houston to the campus and confronted students. Our own affiliate, KXAN, down in Austin, is reporting that their peer, their
Pretty mellow compared to New York.
Station there was arrested, a cameraman with a visible press badge,
Yeah.
and accused
Where?
by officers there of accidentally hitting them with a camera. And so there have been clashes with reporters and officers on the scene, students who were protesting.
Oh, you chicken shit
and as
officer.
was the case in Colombia, additional students who haven't even really been part of this protest movement, haven't perhaps been super engaged on these political and geopolitical issues, but who came out to watch, to video what was happening to their classmates, and who have been really shocked by this. What we're seeing in New York, every day that I visit, I've been going to Colombia since Thursday last week. We hear from students who say that watching police arrive, just like you're seeing on your television screen right now, that this is for them, one word that's been used to me was radicalizing. It is creating fear on campus. For students,
Oh, the beer
who
tastes funny.
even been part of this
I'm gonna be able to drink
just
it.
the sight of seeing officers there is really changing them. And this is something
I
that
went
we're
shopping,
going to be
so
talking about,
stock
We're
up
going to
on
be
that stuff,
going
got
over the
cat
impacts of
food.
this for days. Even if these protests and agreements come between the schools and the students.
Figured if I'm gonna
leaders of
go
the
shopping, I might as
organizations,
well get
that's
some
one thing,
beer.
but I
Darn
think that
it.
there's going to be political fallout from this for a while.
Absolutely, and we're watching those officers now walk by a lot of those live trucks. Those live trucks are staged.
No, I just haven't been drinking.
From where those protests are happening, so it could be any moment.
I want to fuck off all my money on beer because
between a large contingent
I've been unemployed for 2 weeks now.
The LAPD marching towards
So
the
just
hundreds of protesters
doing a whole lot of nothing actually, and actually enjoying it. But now, 2 weeks later, it's like fuck, I have to get back to work.
It seems like tensions
So
obviously are getting higher every single day. There's now talk in other
the job I thought I was going to line up, that's not going to happen. So I have to go back to the agency. So I've been bugging them since Monday. I didn't know it would be this slow, but it's okay.
I don't get the sense that things are slowing down.
I think I'll make some beer money tomorrow. I got a couple hours worth.
Here, of course, graduation is around the corner.
It's better than
but for
nothing.
many schools, that's still a couple weeks away. That's a long time for students to stay camped out on lawns at places like Columbia, Harvard, Yale, or USC. And so these student movements, in many ways, the sight of seeing officers...
So I have not been drinking.
The pushback that they've received, the lack of support that they have felt at times. They tell me, I actually just spoke only a few
Gonna have to get a
hours
job to
ago.
buy some pot here. Shit, but
This
I
is
only have a little bit left.
that is
I have more pot
actually
somewhere.
commit. I had one organizer
This guy
explain
gave
to
me a bag of
that
pot. I
for
don't
them
know how
actually
good it
makes
is.
them
I
feel
should smoke
patriotic,
some
that
of
even
it
though
and
they've
see.
been accused of maybe not supporting the U.S. government and its allies, that actually it's made them feel like they're standing up for their beliefs and exercising their First Amendment rights. And so, in a way, there's sort of this backlash that is...
It's so different, huh? But it reminds me of like, it isn't the Vietnam War, you know?
Some of whom have seen
It's
vile
it's not our war at all.
and who are threats when they're walking on the street in New
Look at
York
what the
or in
fuck is
other
going on.
cities. They tell me that they are losing faith in leadership. They're not sure that they believe school presidents like Manoush Shafiq are doing enough in this moment. And so they aren't confident that this is going to be resolved. And so that seems to be really the one thing everyone can agree on, that these conflicts aren't going anywhere right now, Gotti. And that when leaders are in the middle and students feel unsafe, whether that's unsafe because of their identity and how they've been treated, or unsafe because they have had encounters with police officers in the middle of the afternoon, in the midst of
Now all the police officers are going to the colleges because it's become a little much. And the Hebrew people that go to the school, they can't go to school and feel safe, which I think is fair, because a lot of these people don't go to the campus or school. They're Muslims, and then they kind of took over the protests. Like in New York, it's different than this California, or certain colleges that seem more toned down. And you're all like, well, we get it. You guys pray, you're Muslim, you do all this, but it's basically a ceasefire for the war, which it shouldn't become a mob where you can't feel safe to go to school. UCLA it's a different story. It's like a bunch of pussies compared to New York.
Officers on the sides of those cars or SUVs staging in a whole different direction. So whatever is going to happen
well, we have
on
some
USC's
pot.
campus could happen any moment now. We are
I still get
LAPD has issued disbursement orders to those protesters.
It just sucks for those kids to go to county. If they go to county, it's going to take 24 hours to get processed in, maybe longer. That's just to get through the thing. It could be 2 days. And then it's going to take another day to get out. So you're going to be stuck in that shithole for 4 days.
You see those officers there staging. You see those SUVs. They have now unloaded the officers that they were carrying.
And that's the worst jail to go to.
And the helicopter from KNBC is going to stay on top of
especially if it's for trespassing or some shit. If they take you to a small jail, which I don't know if they have, one that big that can house all those people and cite you out, you'll get miracles. So, for such a chicken shit charge, I think that's what they should do. But LA could be chicken shit. They might just take you to LA County.
1864 would have made abortion a felony with a penalty of up to 5 years for performing an abortion or helping a woman.
Oh, look at our country and the abortion thing. Right.
Drawing backlash from both Democrats and Republicans across the country.
You guys might hate me because I'm pro-life, right? But there are exceptions,
on Idaho's near total abortion ban. Now, this law is just as restrictive as Arizona's and is currently in effect. It bans abortions at all stages of pregnancy, except if the mother's life is
if you want to get an abortion, whatever. I'm not to the point where you should be able to get one, but definitely pro-life.
The law is conflicting with federal rules requiring ER doctors to provide medical care to pregnant women.
So that's on you. It's really bad. I think, depending on the situation.
Among the justices.
How can you impose restrictions on what Idaho can criminalize simply because hospitals in Idaho have chosen to participate in Medicare?
Tell Lisa I said hello. It's good to see you, Zombie Nation. So I've been lazy. I've been sleeping a lot. Like Yogi Bear. I've been hibernating and lazy as fuck. I need to clean. I got a couple hours work tomorrow. So now that my vacation is over, not much of vacation. A vacation of doing nothing. But now that it's about over, you're gonna have to find a job, you're gonna have to be slave to the grind. Same old shit.
In Arizona was last ratified in 1913. So when the Supreme Court earlier this
Well, hope you guys are all doing good.
There was always the understanding that if the legislators officially repealed the ban, then that could stay.
The cats are happy.
Was without an official repeal, that Civil War era ban would stay. And as you
I
said,
think
it was really the most restrictive.
I think Magic, when the other cats come around, he goes meow meow and he tries to let me know. Because last night Tiger came like late, 10 o'clock. And haven't seen Tiger all day. Tiger shows up. I'm getting ready for bed. It's 10 o'clock. And here comes Magic. Meow, 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 meow. So, oh, it's Tiger. So we went and fed him. And then today, Baby Socks comes. And all his friends are out there, so all the cats are out there, and then he comes in, meow, 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 meow. Does that mean it's time to eat? All the cats are hungry? I thought he was going to say hello, but no, he wants something to eat, I think. And those are all his little friends.
Just given logistics, given that any repeal does not go into effect in the state of Arizona.
So Arizona got something going on with abortion, I'm not sure. Maybe no abortion.
Charging for these crimes, given that it will be repealed shortly.
But they want to charge people. I think that's a little extreme. Charging people for whatever. But I get it.
That's really tricky. It's definitely going to be
really kind of
likely based on
right.
Political lines and
it's like you think Arizona. All the Indians are opposite. The poor Indians have to live in Arizona. Like, what a conservative fucking place. Like you're like, oh fuck.
This law that requires emergency providers to stabilize a patient doesn't
Who
just
lives
apply
there?
to the mother, it
Like,
also applies to the
I'm
fetus
thinking
that's
it's
in
all
that
natives,
patient.
but it's
But it
not.
actually
It's so
also
different, you know.
outlaw in abortion like this. I mean, we
Outlaw
have
in
laws
abortion
for
stuff.
But then we also heard questions of federal overreach. Does this mean
I don't really
that
know
the
what they're
states
talking about.
cannot have their own power and agency in making these laws, as was the whole point of Dobbs and overturning Roe v.
Oh, is that right, Charlotte?
That said, we then had the liberal justices, the female ones, really asking these questions, focusing on grueling case scenarios. So in this EMTALA situation,
I've been lazy. I'm tired. So
does not allow for abortion.
started drinking late. I wasn't gonna drink, but
situations. That's it. EMTALA requires you, so the federal
I have to wake up early too.
To do abortions if they would stabilize the patient. So that is where these justices asked questions like, well, what happens if a woman is hemorrhaging? It looks like she will encounter sepsis. What happens if all of her reproductive organs will be lost? So it's not clear there then.
well, for safety, I think, because it's really weird. Because sometimes people have miscarriages or stillborns or stuff like that. A little touchy there.
So I expect this to come down to split on ideology, and so it's possible that this
Abortions can be dangerous.
And I mean, Angela,
Like taking the pill or whatever, abortion pill or something. I don't believe in all that stuff. I mean, if
that's the hardest part of this, and that was actually also.
I think there are exceptions, of course, with anything.
Really admitted that it was not up to the doctor's discretion here.
You know, now you could play God, or you could, scientists, and you could eat.
Which then means that it is the prosecutorial discretion which will determine what
those pills that prevent you from getting pregnant, right? You could use contraceptives or whatever. But they have that stuff where you could eat it and you won't get pregnant. So do that stuff. Then once you get pregnant, it's different. You give it up for adoption, or you could kill it.
Which then makes them less likely to even perform them.
But I don't know. Don't ask me. I'm getting drunk.
As frankly they are in many states across the United States.
Convention is the key word there. Angela, thanks so much for joining us.
And it's a convenience for the person who gets pregnant. I think at this day in today's society. And I think we've taken it for granted to where, no, you better take your birth control pills or something. Oh, Reggie got his thing. Reggie Bush got his Heisman Trophy back.
Millennials are taking a swing at golf course living as more and more families are choosing to buy homes in those communities. Sam Brock has
a millennial move at the golf course. Fuck, am I a millennial? I guess not. Because they're living at the golf course.
And also there's, in our community, we have good restaurants now.
Everyone has been like, those darn kids, they're taking our retirement homes away from us.
No, not at all.
The kids are moving to the golf course or some shit.
Thing we like, it's choices.
Oh, the new Mustang electric got commercials.
Fuel-injected Ford Mustang GT.
Electric? No, this is gas. But got electric SUV or some shit. Mach E GT. So Mustangs have a commercial now. Alright, we're gonna go smoke some pot. Oh, that beer tastes funny. I haven't drank a beer since Monday. Was it Monday? Yeah. It's only been a couple days. Oh. Alright, hold on. So me and this poor kid thought we were gonna get real jobs. And the guy, like, sometimes you can't really depend on people. They just say that stuff. I just wanted a week off, and then I said, okay. So started bugging him this week and said, well, you know, need some work, me and the kid. And then finally, 2 weeks later, it's like, no, I don't think we're going to be hiring lately because my boss says that we're good. Well, you could have told us that a week ago, but kind of knew. Not really, you know, that's just the way it goes. Not really upset. Kind of figured that after it was kind of wishy-washy. The kid, he tried to get work the first week. I said, I'm taking a week off. Couldn't line him up. I didn't take it serious, but I kind of did. But, you know, it's sad that the world works on bullshit like that. It's like, why don't you just keep your mouth shut and don't say a fucking thing? If you can't do what you say. Right? Me, I'm okay with it. The kid's okay with it too. But don't be stringing people along. Yes means yes, no means no. Bullshit means bullshit. It's like, what the fuck? And then finally today, came clean and go, well, I'm sorry, we can't. My boss says we're good and we just not hiring anyone right now. Kind of thought you were the boss, but no, you're not. So finally cleared that up today. It's like, I don't have time for the bullshit. It's great, another week. I'm not in a hurry. But that's why we kind of spazzed out on Mike, because it's like, fuck, you say this, so let's do this. Don't fucking be so whatever, and it's just the little things, because then it can't really depend. On what the fuck you're saying. Well, that's good. I don't really have any dishes to wash. I have these ones outside that are broken. I think I'm going to start stripping this wire. Let's see what I get. We've had good weather, so that's really good. It's been a little overcast today and yesterday because we were in the 70s and I think 80s one day last week, which was really nice. I think we might get some sprinkles or mist on Friday. I'm not sure. Well, fuck, that beer made me feel better. Monday I was on a good one. I was watching all this Mother Nature stuff. I was like, ha ha ha. So hopefully we get to that ha 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 again this weekend. Hopefully. And get to trip out on Mother Nature stuff. I'm not going to strip it. I am going to strip it. You know where it has 3 wires? I'm going to strip that and take the copper wire out. The other 2 wires, I'm not stripping those. I'm not actually stripping the wire. But all the wire I have, I'm going to open it up because there's 3 wires. I'm going to take that 1 copper wire out and put it in a copper pile. And then the other 2 wires I'll save. So I'll at least do that because the raw copper is worth more than the other copper. So I'm going to somewhat strip it and pretty much organize it, or separate it. That's what I'm going to do. And then when Rosie comes back, maybe she could take me down there. And usually I use that to save, but right now I'm desperate. I think I could use it. So I'll probably do that. But there's no stress. I'm just taking it easy, which is good. I mean, why stress? I just don't have any money to go out and fuck off and do anything, that's all. But surviving, like chilling. I don't know all the cuts for beef, but I got some big ass steaks. But they're not New York or something. I don't know what kind they are. So I'm not going to strip it. I'm just going to separate it. And I'm going to strip some of it. Like just the main wire. Take the other wire, the copper wire, and see how much I get. I don't have much, but I have enough, a little bit, so that'll help me. One time I went, I didn't get dick, and then the last time I went, it was like, fuck, it was a lot of money. So Rosie is still in Vegas. She's gonna be coming home soon, and watch them hang out with Mr. Z and stuff. I've been watering the tomato plants. They're slowly growing. Hey, Rosie, the little varmint. So the cats have been hanging around a little bit. So I guess they got their own little tribe. I don't know where Tiger goes or where Baby Socks goes, but they disappear. The other cats are still kind of young, and they hang out like quite often. But now they're grown up, and they're starting to disappear, unless it's just time to eat. In New England? Oh, you're way over there in New England? But some new... I've seen that shit, because I still have a lot of food, believe it or not. I don't just still cook. I saw this big thing of ramen noodles, and I was like, for some reason I've always had a hard time eating that stuff. I just can't do it. You could fluff it up and make a spread and all that, but I'm not into that. And I was like, fuck, how do people do it? Because I just I like those Asian noodles sometimes, those the real spicy ones. But so things have been quiet, like really a whole lot, nothing going on, the same old shit. Santa Rosa. They did have Coachella, so Sublime, no doubt haven't seen it, but watched a little Sublime. Then I don't know when the other punk rock tour is. I want to see that one too. But it's way down there in California, in Southern Cal. In Pomona, of all fucking places. So the Grateful Dead canceled in Ventura. They had all these like Dead cover bands, and it was really bad because they canceled, no refund. But they still had a Grateful Dead band. I don't know who played, but at least they did something, because that's pretty bad. Ventura seemed more bikers than hippy dippy to me county. That's north of LA, so it goes LA County, and then you go north, it goes Ventura County. You know, I'm kind of happy that UCLA is not in that mix, because UCLA is a doctor college. Berkeley, I like Berkeley too, and you would think Berkeley would have like the protest or some shit, but no, it's all based around these artsy fartsy colleges: Yale, Harvard, Columbia, New York University. Humboldt County made the news because it was Humboldt State University. Now it's Cal Poly, so it's Cal Poly Humboldt. And those hippie dippies over there, they didn't really make the news, but they kind of got on there. A big deal for the thing. I don't protest. You know how I personally feel, because I talked about this before the war even started. We've been drawing those swastikas for 10 years. I know it sounds bad, you could hate me, but it's an artistic outlet. But I'm not going to go to the college and grind on all the Jewish kids, and yeah. No, I'm not supporting Hamas. Either. So, yeah. It's just expression. Labor Day is when the season begins, so maybe it'll be good for me. Elon. Oh, I heard about that. Hey, Lisa K. Good to see you. Hope all is well. I don't know, but that would be pretty cool, you know. I think it needs to go from LA or somewhere to Vegas. Here at our airport, we have Alaska Airlines that takes you right here. You don't have to go to San Francisco. You go from right here, from Sonoma County or whatever, Santa Rosa Airport to Vegas for like under $100. Otherwise, you'd have to go to SFO, which is San Francisco, and you don't want to do that. It's like, you know what I mean? And then go. Unless you live down there. But smaller airports are much better. It's like, would you rather fly out of Burbank or would you rather fly out of LAX? Pick one. Nevada, no, I can't go to Nevada. I know I don't go to the ocean anymore, but still, there will come a day. With my taxes, I don't know how much it's going to cost. If I only have to pay $2,000, then I think that's fair to get my license. But I'm not paying $8,000 or $10,000, whatever. So I think I'm around $2,000. That's awesome. So good to see you, Lisa. I went to Vegas and I wanted to work on the casino. Right. What was it? Resort World. That one. Pools, fountains, whatever stuff you got. Hallways, I don't care. I wanted to help build things. And no, lose their job. Right? $5 an hour. No, fuck that. I'm not going back to Vegas. I'm unemployed, but I could go to Vegas right now and get my old job back. Quack. Nope. Wrong answer. I'm a California man, so we're just going to keep on keeping on. Oh, right on. Likewise, Lisa. A lot going on the news, and it's sad because, you know, our schools are different than Asian schools or stuff, and then the other people, they're going, look at what happened going on in America. That's something else, let me tell you. Yeah. Well, you know, I'm sure they have really good jobs and union and stuff, but, like, look at me, you know. First of all, I need a vehicle. I can't even get a job around here because I don't have a vehicle or driver's license. I've been looking at these things, and they said, need a valid driver's license. Clean driving record for 5 years. Guess what? I don't have one. I don't have a motor, even if I had a clean driver's license. I'm suspended right now. Fuck. And the thing about suspended, it's fucked up because you go to Nevada, oh, I can start over. No, it follows you from California. You got to take care of your California shit and then unsuspend it. And you're, yeah. Like, what? Like, I'm old before, you could go to a different state and start over. Like, whatever, but not no more. It all intertwined. Oh, you got a thing over here? Well, you better take care of it because you can't start over. Look how it worked now. It's like, what the fuck? So let's just say I had a cross-country trip and I got 10 tickets going across the country. That shit would follow me. And I would never be able to drive again. Right? I have to look it up, but I'm hoping for one chicken shit thing, which is a couple of grand. And that would be fine. But LA costs a lot more, so I'm not paying 10 grand for the same shit. You have penalty assessment that costs more than the original goddamn fine. Are you kidding me? California different. Yeah. So it's one of the least free states because they reap it when it comes to taxation without representation. They have it down to a fine art, actually. Ask anyone. Ask all the Republicans around here. They'll tell you. Because there's so many, and it's based around who wants to do the work. And it's been a base, not like LA. I hate to say it, but I could say it because I'm from there. Like, LA is different. It's like little Tijuana. Over here, 15 years ago or whatever, there were Hispanic, but it was still, people. And now it's like, it's California. So California was Mexico before it was America. So got lots of Hispanics. Yeah. The money moved in, it's still here, but it's predominantly Hispanic. Like LA, I can't get a job because they don't speak English. Over here, they still speak English. A little different. I don't know how to explain it, but something to that effect. Depending on what it is. But the kind of work I do, yeah. Because we did that dance, and that's the only reason why I got to work with the best motherfuckers, is because they speak English. Shit. So we get to work with the lead, the lead guys. So USC's on the news tonight. So yesterday it was NYU or some shit, or today the Speaker of the House went to Columbia University, and he said this is out of hand. I cannot believe my eyeballs, and we all know why. Because you never made a two-state policy, cocksuckers. It's exactly why. If they did, then they could start the peace process, but you never did. And it's starting to show. Hold on, I'm trying to pay attention. I have to put it in the dark where I can kind of focus. Right, Elon? If we can't beat him, join him. Fuck, I need to learn that shit, huh? I don't know why, but my mom didn't like that language, so I was like, okay, so we don't have to like it either. Oh, the dog eats a different one. The cats ate. They're all, I guess they're out playing little vampires. I have to wake up early tomorrow. I have a couple hours work, or I can make some beer money or some shit. last time I was unemployed, they had these like jobs at the ranch or something. You could feed some horse or work at the ranch. It's like, fuck, I need to find a ranching job so I could just fuck off and go to the ranch or some shit. What do you think? Humboldt County, they don't pay you. You volunteer at the ranch. I don't give a fuck. I'll volunteer. And they would feed me all this really good, like organic, whatever stuff, right? But live at the farm. If an animal died, guess what? We get to eat it. Yeah, like home cooked stuff, whatever vegan lamb or whatever it is. Miss that stuff. Lisa, have a good night. You going night-night now? Good to see you. Yes, you have a wonderful evening. Hey, Big J. I was working down south, right? So they have a meeting. So everyone, and they're talking in Spanish. So my boss comes, he goes, "Hey, do you know what I just said?" I said, "Yeah, que onda, puto," and everyone just started laughing, right? Like, "Que onda, puto, what?" Like, no, I don't understand. Oh fuck. That's how they talk to me when I'm at work. Sometimes this one guy, he would talk so much shit, and that's just the way Hispanics fuck around. It's like, "Hey, puto, do this. Hey, puto, do that." I wanted to hit this fucker in the head, right? Like, "Oh, you fucker." And then I go and say, do inspection, right? Don't do that stuff later. Look at that. It sucks. It looks like shit. Why is that? Talk to the boss or the inspector or something. And then he said, "Okay, fucker, you do it." And then I started doing it, right? It's not easy. Then we kind of became like buddies. Because they're supposed to be like, whatever, "Oh, you're the best cocksucker," so you just like act like a snot. I got so lucky. I told this motherfucker, "We're going to cut this out in one piece." He said, "No, 3 pieces." I said, "No, 1 piece." And I know that it's better to cut it because when it breaks, you're going to, and you don't want to break it and go over because you don't have time to do that. Cut this fucking thing out. Oh my God, it was tight. It was like we had to pull it back out because I like my shit tight. Pull it back out, it did not break. Cut it again, it fit like a charm. Like, he's the best. Ah, fucker. 1 piece, unbroken. Right? Because you could break it, whatever. No, you can't do that. And you can do it. There's an exception because these guys go to school and they get paid lots of money. And they could fix something broken to make it look like it's unbroken. But your average motherfucker, no. It's going to always look broken. Like, now what, puto? Well, I just don't speak it. It's hard. You know, I go to work sometimes, and now the guys, they come with the phone, and then so you say whatever, or they say whatever they want to say, and it translates on the phone. I don't know how to do it, but if you don't, then I'm not gonna know what you're saying. So it's pretty good they have that stuff, because I'm like, what? What do you need? Oh, we got Tech 1. Don't fuck around and take over. because I haven't been streaming lately. Like, you know what I mean? I get to act retarded, talk to the wind, watch TV by myself. I don't have to have you fuckers watch me. I don't know why you guys watch me anyways. It's fucking retarded. Like, this is what I do. Like, I get it. Okay, cheers. We drink a beer together, see what's going on. But how much do I really communicate, even if I am paying attention? Right? Well, the beer seems to work like a charm. Because the last time I drank beer, it didn't really agree with me. Sometimes we have days like that, right? But now, I don't know. We'll find out. So did you guys have a good Earth Day? Like every day is Earth Day? Or something? What have you fuckers been doing? Have you been working like a dog? Have you been like partying like a rock star? Like what's going on? Anything fun, exciting? Like have you guys been up to? Friday, I have not been drinking, believe it or not. I've been like, no alcohol factor. No, I shit you not. Can you believe it? I'm gonna watch some news. I'm gonna ignore you fuckers, or I'm gonna end my stream if you keep it up, Tech, because I like actually being retarded by myself. So that way, you know what I mean? I don't know if OG's on, but you could go fuck off on his stream. I could time you out. So, fair warning. We're still at USC. Right, where are we? Yeah, we're at USC. I'm glad that it didn't go to UCLA. And I'm not too happy with the other people right now. But considering... Yeah. We don't want to see this happening at UCLA. Because UCLA... Like, you go to Columbia. Go to New York University. Go somewhere else. But, like, we have to have some dignity at UCLA to where... No drama, no bull. And when they won the championship, oh my God, they lit the whole city on fire like a fucking riot. Police could do a fucking thing over sports, right? This stuff over protesting the war. But glad you made your thing down there at USC.
They're doing this as, hey, this is a protest. This are people who are going to passively resist our arrest most likely.
But it's not a bunch of rainbow people like, you know, Berkeley, San Francisco with the war, Vietnam and stuff. It made a big difference. But this isn't Vietnam. This isn't our war. This is the Hebrews grinding on the Palestinian people, like grinding on their ass so hard that they're all going to die. So I get the movement.
It looks like for now the tensions are lowering a little bit, but we're going to stay glued to that coverage. But for us, that does it for us tonight.
I get it. Hamas, all of them fuckers should die. Yeah, you should take them all out, but don't do it like that.
Tonight, the battle to get college campuses under control
As pro-Palestinian demonstrations spread, protesters and troopers
And I get heated.
clashing
Right,
at
yeah.
UT
Like,
Austin. And USC officials urging students to avoid the center of campus as police face off with demonstrators. House Speaker Mike Johnson, who's from Louisiana, coming to New York City
What's going on?
to call on Colombia's president to resign during a tense press conference at times drowned out.
Just chill the fuck out, Tech One, that's all.
Also, proof of life. Hamas releasing this video of Hirsch Goldberg, Poland, one of the 5 Israeli-American hostages still in
There are
captivity.
no hostages alive. There might be a couple.
His parents speaking out after hearing his voice for the first time in months. What they're saying about their son as their push to get all hostages released is reinvigorated.
I'm thinking it should be a done deal. You go one way or the other.
This is weighing if Idaho's near total abortion ban supersedes a
So,
federal law requiring hospitals.
They're not cooperating, so you have to do it different, I think, get on the ground. It's like, you're going to have to tie your hand, and you're going to have to go to war together with your hands. But you cannot destroy and just take everyone out like, what's it called?
Doctors' offices across the state. Deadly flood emergency. Dozens killed after weeks of flooding.
And then go in.
Thousands forced to flee to higher ground as weeks of heavy rains leave neighborhoods submerged.
Africa somewhere. Deadly rains for 2 weeks.
Plus, is Ozempic overwhelming insurance?
Ozempic. Do you guys know what that is? Does anyone take that stuff? It helped you lose weight for diabetics, but now it's the new thing. Like they say, oh, Oprah takes that or some shit, right? Ozempic stuff. And there's another one. Do you know what that stuff is?
And what it means moving forward. And 30, going on 60, millennials giving up the hustle and bustle of city life, seeking the retirement lifestyle.
The kids are moving into the retirement areas, golf course.
Generation is not too keen on sharing the green with those youngsters. Top story.
Well, fuck, I want to go to the golf course. Shit.
Good evening. Tonight, the situation on college campuses across the country spiraling out of control. 10 scenes playing out as
We've been watching that shit, right?
Take over more schools.
We watched it live on New York. Turned it up, and people are going F you and all this. Not like USC. These New Yorkers. This one guy jumped in this officer and like talking like. I was surprised that cop didn't fucking kick his ass and fucking lock him up. It was just like, yeah, it didn't move. Like, are you kidding me?
That number now nearly doubling today with more popping up from coast to coast.
And the only reason, because it was on the street, it wasn't on the campus.
As he denounced the demonstrations.
Oh, a lot of colleges. Look at all them colleges. They all have the stuff going on over there. And then the House Speaker, he showed up at the college, right? Because I don't know much about Columbia because I haven't been paying. But he showed up today. And then talking.
The school announcing it would close campus to everyone except students concerned over safety. And it's no longer just in the United
Oh, Zempic, you do that stuff, Tech One? Oh, you fucker.
In Alberta, Canada. So what can be done to restore safety on campus as colleges?
And what's it you?
NBC Stephanie Goss starts us off.
Right. Hey, DBG. Yes, we haven't hit no golf balls, but we will. Now we're in Texas, I believe. I believe this is Texas. I gotta look. State troopers. They look a little militant. Our LAPD officers look like police officers. These guys look more SWAT. But we started that shit, right? We didn't have all, like, the riot gear at USC today, right? No fucking helmets. New York and those Texas, like, all SWAT riot gear. And they wear those scarves, like the Palestinian scarves. I forget what it represents, but... Colombia. You have that many fucking Persians over there? Or Muslims?
including dismantling tents and stopping harassment.
It's part of our commitment to being in this space, keeping it nonviolent, free of harassment, and open to people.
Right, harassment's one thing. If you're a kid, you can't help if you're born in Palestine. You can't help if you're born in Israel. So let's just say you're going here in America because you're a Japanese or a Jewish American princess, and you get spit on. And then there's a whole thing. It's a little much. I get the Free Palestine movement because, yeah, oppression, colonization, genocide, right is right, wrong is wrong. So when people do that stuff, it's look at what happens. And then the Muslims come in and want to turn you into terrorists, and gullible humans, we all like jump on the bandwagon. It's a fucking mess.
Freshman Noah Fronsberg is one of a number of Jewish students who met with Speaker Johnson.
I appreciate that college showing up. I think that for many Jewish students on campus, we feel unsafe, including myself.
Is it constructive to have the Speaker of the House on campus calling for the president's ouster? Absolutely not. Debbie Becker is a Jewish professor who ate Passover dinner in the encampment with protesters.
Most of those Congress members have an agenda.
So I do believe safety is the first rule.
Higher education institutions that they
here in America. This isn't the Middle East or whatever. And I don't think it should be any of our thing. I don't think we should send them any money or anything. Because that's your war.
Not to be using the security forces and discipline as a way.
The only thing is America helped that establish Israel as a country. And I do believe, yes, state needs their, but you cannot occupy everything and not share. Or maybe you can.
What happens after that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Tom, they got this 48 hours because they agreed to dismantle some tents.
And then you get a little power and a little bit of control, and then it just goes to your fucking head, and there's no hope. No one's gonna fucking save you.
That could be weeks, she said, even through graduation. So what happens at the end of those 48 hours, we don't know.
The sad thing is it rubbed off over here. We don't have the best education system in the world. You think America is whatever. And now look, it's just all going to shit. Can't even go to school.
Do you think they're going to hold out? I mean, what was the sense of...
Me, I'm not a bookworm or a school, whatever. But I do know one thing.
Tom, what I saw today at that encampment was a place that was very well organized.
It's a good place.
There was lots of food. There were lots of tents. It is not that cold out here.
And it all depends how people protest. I've been to the Rainbow Gathering or whatever. You go to A camp, nobody likes A camp. Like a bunch of bikers, whatever.
From Israel. And the university might not go along with that. So it continues to be a tricky situation.
So you have
to
to.
Tell you that the picture that the speaker painted of a
I don't know the right word. You have to be.
Is not what I have seen here. That is not what they're dealing with.
You cannot get so heated. You have to have class. You cannot act like me. Yeah, we hate all you cocksuckers. You cannot do that.
Palestinian protesters and police are also happening on UT Austin's campus. Today, leading to multiple arrests for more of the escalating situation there. I'm joined tonight by KXA reporter.
I mean, you can, but I wouldn't recommend it.
I know you've been on the move with your photographer following the demonstrators there. Talk to me about what you're seeing in Austin.
Sure, this started this morning, and the
Austin.
We're in Central Campus. There's a lawn in the middle of campus here.
Our LAPD, they didn't have no riot gear. What happened? I'm used to seeing you in riot gear. Motherfuckers still have riot gear? What happened? Budget? All the and then Texas got horses. What happened to our horses? Right? It should look militant as fuck. You got motherfuckers wearing those Palestinian stuff on their heads.
At times. Explain to our viewers, have you guys ever seen anything like this? Is this normal for the campus of UT Austin, or is this one of the bigger demonstrations you've seen in a couple of years?
UT Austin, I'm not familiar. I know where Austin is, but there was another college. Austin is like a main party of like the trendy thing, I believe.
But this is definitely one of the
most law enforcement heavy protests that I've seen. I've not seen this type of law enforcement at a protest in the 3 years that I have worked in Austin.
And then Grace, what are the
The local little militant.
How long will they hold out?
Intimidated. LAPD, we know they'll kick your ass first, but they can't do it anymore because everybody got a phone or camera. You do, right?
That did show up, came out after class, and were frankly more upset at the law enforcement presence. They were upset that people were being arrested.
And the colleges are a bunch of kids, like high school, college, so still kids, right? Bunch of kids.
The folks who were here this morning, the folks that organized this protest, say that they will be here as long as it takes.
Grace Reader, we thank you for your time. Also thank your photographer for us. We know you guys are on the move there as these protests continue in Austin. We do want to switch gears now to another big headline we're following. It's out of Gaza. Hamas releasing footage of Israeli-American hostage Hirsch Goldberg Paulin, the 23-year-old, now one of more than 100 hostages still trapped in Gaza since Hamas launched its attack on October 7th.
So it's like it's staged. So you want to get the hostages back, number one, because it's not a fair way of fighting. But you have to.
The fact he survived October 7th
I don't know.
is almost miraculous. This video shows him being kidnapped from the Supernova Music Festival. His left arm badly damaged.
And I think all those fuckers should die.
This video shows the 23-year-old's hands.
Right.
He's gone, but he appears otherwise uninjured. He's one of 5 Americans believed to be alive in Hamas captivity. Mom, Dad, Libby, and Orly, I love you so much and miss you so much, and I think of you every day that I'm here, he says. His parents, Rachel and John, tonight calling on Israel and Hamas to reach a ceasefire agreement.
We're relieved to see him alive.
Well, ceasefire's not going to do anything anymore because it's the damage is done.
In 201 days, and if you can hear us, I am telling you, we are telling you, we love you. Stay strong. Survive.
In the Oval Office, President Biden today also meeting for the first time with a freed U.S. hostage. 4-year-old Abigail Edan, the youngest American kidnapped by Hamas.
Thank God they did that.
Last year. But Israel says 133 hostages are still in Gaza. At least 36 of them confirmed dead. And Hirsch Goldberg
100. I'm guessing there's going to be less than half alive.
Several times since October 7th.
How do you walk through a nightmare?
Well, it's been how many months? You need to get on the ground and go in the tunnels and fucking do it.
One line that we say every single day in our house.
You cannot blow up all the hospitals and kill all the people that are feeding the poor people, because not every Palestinian is a terrorist. But when it comes to Hamas, you know your target. Get on the ground and get it.
And does it give us any insight into Hamas's strategy at this point? So Tom, these videos,
there's no negotiating. I get it.
They are highly calculated and they are intended to send a message. It has been a while since we've seen one of these Hamas videos, but it is probably no coincidence that the hostage they featured in this most recent one is one of the 5 Americans being held, and is probably the most high profile of those 5, given that Hirsch Goldberg Poland's parents have been so public. So on the one hand, this video is taunting. It is intended to add pressure
We have
to
not
the
seen
Israeli
this.
government to make concessions to Hamas in order to get the hostages back. But on the other hand, it is proof of life, which is something that Israel and the U.S. have been asking for a long time. So in some ways, this could be seen as a small gesture of good faith by Hamas, not just to...
No, there's no good faith. There's take no fucking prisoners. But there is international law, and you cannot be killing all the innocent women and children.
What's happening here at home with the protest across college campuses.
Yeah, I didn't know dick in life, but I do know that much.
Israel and Iran. Get our viewers caught up on where hostage negotiations.
And with this Iran stuff, you blew up the consulate. Like, they do that to American. We don't start a war. But when the government of Israel takes out the consulate, it goes against internet. That is a declaration of war. So Iran has all these proxies, all these militias, all these whatever it is, but you
and it has been nearly a week.
have a different kind of warfare. So you tie them, but not directly.
Not a lot of optimism, but just possible.
But once you attack a consulate or an embassy and take out the members of the Iranian government, there's no diplomatic immunity anymore. That is a declaration of war. So when they say the Iranians want to kill the thing, well, yeah, you could talk all the shit you want, but you started that war. You blew up their consulate. So if America wants to jump on Israel's side and Russia or North Korea wants to jump on Iran's side, who are you going to blame? Iran, the Israelites started it. It's not like Iran said, whatever, the Houthis, the Hamas were different. So, yeah, we could thank them for that because we knew it was going to be trouble. And so now we're all in it. Let's mix it up. See, $26.4 billion going to Israel. I don't want my money going to Israel. I don't have any, but I'm just saying. They started their own, they could finish it. They don't need our help. Ukraine, I think, is different. It's just me. Taiwan, I don't think we should get involved with that, even though it wants to be more westernized. But technically, Taiwan belongs to China. It's China 1 or whatever the fuck it's called. On the map. It's not like Russia and not Russia. USSR, no more Russia wants to reclaim the whatever. It's not like that. Taiwan belongs to China. Or it's documented as Chinese. We get it. What are you going to do? What do you do if they take... Or you do something? What the fuck are you going to do?
Where they are. Peter Alexander, of course, at the White House. Peter, thank you. We want to stay in our nation's capital now. We moved to the Supreme Court, where yet another landmark abortion case is being heard. The Biden administration Idaho's near total abortion ban, saying it conflicts with emergency standards for pregnant patients.
Oysters. Oh, yum, yum. That sounds wonderful.
NBC's Lord Jared.
Oh, no more abortion stuff.
Baby lawsuit.
See what else is on. And it saddens me because it's rubbing off on us. Right now it's just whatever. But the plot is going to thicken. Yeah. Now we're watching the former president. He got a porn star girlfriend. So he paid her money. He said, shut your lips. There's no crime in that. His girlfriend, his money. When it comes to other stuff, that's different. But this one, there's a lot of crime going on in New York. What do you do? Let's see what happened.
For political vendettas against him because he's running for president again. If he wasn't, that would not be happening.
When it comes to like the Georgia thing or different. This was that New York City.
But I certainly hope and pray that they don't convict him on some bogus charge. That's what this is.
He got a porn star girlfriend. Who cares? Right? So this is how I see it. He say, I'm going to pay you because I'm running for president to shut your ass. And whatever. It's his money. Is there a crime in that? Let's just say, don't pretend you're all do-gooders in America. I'm just saying, is that a crime?
2 weeks after a court ruled that the state can enforce the 1864 law.
Fuck, it says money.
Exceptions for saving a patient's life.
That's how Americans are just so whatever, right?
Which provides no exceptions for rape or incest The vote came after weeks of mounting pressure on Republicans in the battleground state during a highly contested election year. A motion to repeal will now move to a Senate vote before it can be enforced. The Supreme Court, meanwhile, appears divided over whether federal law should allow doctors to perform emergency abortions in states with near total bans on the procedure.
Near total bans. This thing is a big deal. When Roe versus Wade passes, it seemed like, I don't know what it seemed, but now it seems like, yeah, it seems like a little bit of stuff there.
The son forced into the back of a pickup truck by Hamas at that music festival. Part of his arm had been blown off.
That was so bad because they didn't attack the military. They attacked a bunch of innocent people. And that means off limits. Cross the line. So I get it. You need to take them out. But not like that.
A 23-year-old American-Israeli hostage, Hirsch Goldberg-Polin, being pushed into the back of a pickup truck by Hamas terrorists. Hirsch's parents, originally from Chicago, have fought to get their son home from day one, finding the last known photo of him in a shelter at that music festival that came under attack. Hamas terrorists throwing grenades into that small shelter. They believe their son's arm was blown off. Tonight, 201 days after the attack, the world now seeing Hirsch Goldberg-Polin alive. In a video put out by Hamas, he is speaking in Hebrew. Hirsch sitting upright, his hair shaved and missing part of that left arm.
My name is Rachel.
Tonight, Hirsch's parents, John and Rachel, releasing their own statement, clearly relieved that their son is still alive.
Seeing a video of Hirsch today is overwhelming. We're relieved to see him alive, but we are also concerned about his health and well-being.
Those parents have said it is okay to get this hostage video of their son out in front of the world. He can be heard saying, "I am the son of Jonathan and Rachel. I was born in California." And he says, quote, "One last thing, and more important than anything, Mum, Dad, Libby, Orly, I love you very much. I miss you very much. And I think of you every day that I'm here. I need you to stay strong for me and not stop fighting." If Hirsch only knew what his parents have done to get him home since those first days of the attack. Sitting down with David, telling us about the last 2 text messages from their son.
There were 2 messages in a row at 8:11. The first one said, "I love you," and the second one said, "I'm sorry." So I immediately knew something terrible had happened. I tried immediately to call him, and it rang and rang and rang. I wrote, "Are you okay?" No answer. "Are you okay? Let me know you're okay." And so that's the last time we heard from him, was at 8:11 Saturday morning. The fact that he didn't just say, "I love you," but that he said, "I'm sorry," I took immediately to be that he knew we were going to be in tremendous pain or worry or crisis, because it made no sense.
We will never forget what that mother told David about the anguish.
We are every person's nightmare. That's who we are. Anyone who's a parent, anyone who is a mother or has a mother can imagine.
Hey, Seattle. Alright, maybe we'll listen to some music.
Demonstrators demanding Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu do something to get him and the other hostages home.
Right? We're in Jerusalem. I want to see what's going on in that country, but the news doesn't really show us. It looks like a little out of commission there. I want to see what's going on in that country.
We love you. Stay strong. Survive.
A mother's desperate plea to her son. Our thanks to Tom for that. So much more to get to. The devastating floods in Kenya and urgent rescue operations.
Floods in Kenya.
Rain hits.
In Kenya.
That looks really high.
Looks like we're at the Grand Canyon. That looks like Copper Canyon.
It's time to push your limits.
Subaru?
Is that a buffalo? Yeah, that's a cow.
Ah! We got free range cows. It's a Subaru, yeah.
Welcome back. We're tracking several headlines around the world. First to Greece, where the city of Athens is blanketed in sand and dust.
Oh, Athens. Greece got a sandstorm, right? Sandstorm in Greece. Wow. See, the planet is changing.
More than 11,000 households have been displaced after weeks of heavy rainfall caused severe flooding. Red Cross volunteers have rescued more than...
Oh, the Red Cross is down there. Can't believe it.
Soaked more than half of Kenya's counties.
Kenya.
Meteorologists say higher than normal temperatures in the Indian Ocean are to blame, and that more rain is on the way. And in Cuba, wildfire threatens the Vinales Valley, a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of Cuba's best-known tourist locations. Local media says the fire has been difficult to control because of strong winds and because the
Cuba is fire in Cuba.
The cause is still under investigation. And still to come tonight, an inspiring new book and the advice every caregiver of a special needs child should know.
Oh, it's too sad. Oh, Laguna Seca in Monterey. I want to go. I have no money. But look, all these race cars. Oh, darn it. We're like Monterey, too. Oh, coffee and caffeine. They're going to have their car show there. That really good one, coffee and caffeine. Monterey, Laguna Seca stuff. That's the one to go to, right? Oh, darn it. Coming here to Monterey Bay.
And as we have been recognizing Autism Awareness Month this month of April, I want to introduce you to Shaletta Brundage, who has 3 children who have been
drunk.
diagnosed with
I have not
autism.
been drinking
She's joined
lately
now by her son
as
Andrew
much.
as well. And Shaletta, we met 4 years ago when your daughter Cameron, who has been diagnosed with autism, wrote her first children's book. Now, Andrew is actually your oldest and has not been diagnosed with autism, but tell us about why it was important for Andrew to write his own book as well.
You know, I really didn't think he needed a book. You know, I have 3 kids with autism. We were writing books to raise awareness and acceptance for children on the spectrum. And when I finished writing my 3rd book about my 3rd child with autism, I'm done. And Andrew said, well, Mom, what about me? And I said, well, son, you don't have autism. He said, Mom, you spend so much time focused on the kids who could not talk that you forgot about the one who could. And that's when I realized he needed a voice, he needed a book.
And so, Andrew, how important has this been for you to actually now have your own book?
This has been very important for me. Being the oldest child to 3 younger siblings with autism, I feel like a lot of times I might go unseen. I might get good grades, and my mom might not notice or care too much. Okay, that's cool. I might get bad grades. She's like, okay, that's nice, you know. But having this book to point out the sibling that doesn't have autism, the quote-unquote normal developing child, they might feel forgotten. They might feel like they're not seen. And
Well, I didn't get any rolling papers. I have these. They're extra large rolling papers, and they're a little hard, but they work.
The focus was on your 3 siblings, and you were...
All right, let's see what else is on.
And what advice would you give? Because I know you...
I have a couple more beers, so I'm getting drunk tonight.
Tell us about the moment
Right.
where you're...
We're going to slay you with the news.
He says former President Donald Trump will be back in court Thursday in his ongoing New York criminal trial. Former media executive David Pecker is expected to continue his testimony. On the same day, the Supreme Court will hear arguments about Trump's claim to presidential immunity. The justices heard arguments Wednesday on Idaho's near-total abortion ban. The case pits the ban against the federal law that requires hospitals to provide emergency medical care. Justices were divided on the issue. A ruling is expected this summer. The CEO of TikTok is threatening to take legal action after President Biden signed a bill that would force the sale of the app or ban it in the United States. Xiao Chu says, quote, the facts and Constitution are on our side. TikTok has already...
The TikTok. So, look, these fucking Americans. They said, well, you have to sell your company. Well, Google doesn't have to sell theirs or whatever. They don't have to sell theirs. They said, because you're spies. I said, they said with TikTok, right? Like, whatever. Just like, whatever. Right? And America said, no, you got to sell it. Or ban. Right? TikTok said, fuck you, ban it. What? Get your own TikTok, America. Because it's Chinese, right? And we owe them so much money, and you treat your friends like that. It's like, what? What kind of information? Like, Americans do it. It's okay. The Chinese said, well, you could do it, we could do it too. What is it? Cares.
Mr. Secretary, thank you for being with us. Implicit in these new rules is the idea that
You gotta sell your shit. I don't think that's really fair. I'm not Chinese. We're all, but who's gonna say that? Oh, we got like whatever to Americans. Yeah, wonderful. You do.
You have a situation, for example, where your flight gets canceled or gets delayed for more than 3 hours. You don't have to ask for a refund. It will come to you automatically.
Chinese, they're way over there. What the fuck are they gonna do?
Put it back on your credit card. We've heard far too many stories of people who really have to jump through hoops to get their refund, or the airline offers them some voucher or miles worth a fraction of what they're actually owed. We're changing that, and it's going to make flying a better experience. And I think it's even going to change airlines' behavior because they're going to know.
Oh, you think?
If they fail to invest or are serving on realistic schedules and the flight gets canceled, that they can expect everybody on that flight to be getting their money back.
In dealings with the airlines, giving a sense of their reluctance, because a lot of people can expect they might make lots of other kinds of offers instead of cash, and maybe not.
Alright, we'll smoke another joint. I have a couple more beers, and then gotta eat and go sleep.
We choose as a passenger, you say, I'd rather take a voucher, rather take miles. Fine, but something right now is.
Oh, I have a day's work tomorrow. Not days, but a couple hours. I don't give a fuck.
Able to do a cash refund before they accept something else. Same thing with these.
As long as you pay me, that's all I give a shit about.
Baggage and the baggage doesn't get there, you don't get your money back. Same thing with
And you're nice to me.
the airlines have not exactly
Right.
embraced our tougher stance in terms of consumer protection, but my message to them is that this will actually make the airline sector better off. And the reason I believe that.
Oh, what is this? Oh, we were watching the PBR, right? But the PBR, the thing kept skipping. Couldn't watch it. Oh, darn it. Let's watch a different kind of stuff. Oh, let's watch New York. Let's see what the fuck. Oh, wait. Hold on. Oh, darn it. So we watch LA, we watch the Bay, and we watch New York. Okay, hold on.
To maintain, but there's no reason.
Oh. So we were watching this. The Speaker of the House, he went to Colombia, right? And it was funny as shit because, right? I'll tell you what.
Doing all that it can to appropriate the necessary money.
Hold on. Because this lady, she was about the third or fourth speaker, and she said, "Welcome to New York," right? And everyone just started laughing because I got a kick out of it. She's all, "Welcome to New York," as the speaker at Columbia College. Oh, you had to have been there.
Covering the new GLP-1 drugs for weight loss.
What kind of drug? Oh, the new Ozempic?
I pay nothing, but I can't pay $1,293.
Oh, that how much it cost? I think it costs a lot of money. How much is it? I need the kind that gain weight. What kind is that?
It's going to make me become
What's the other kind?
Treasurer Dale Follow says the state had no choice.
Darn it.
Had the potential last year costing over $100 million. That's more than we spend, for example, on cancer treatment.
Across the state, demand for the drug surged by 730% between 2021 and 2023, quickly taking up 10% of the plan's total spending on prescription drugs. Falwell says the real problem is the price charged by manufacturers Eli Lilly and Denmark-based Novo Nordisk, averaging more than $1,000 per month.
We're under siege. Something is wrong when a drug.
See, it's expensive. You could do it like Oprah or something, but you're gonna need $1,000 a month to do it. And whatever, who knows how it works? I don't know if it's safe, but you could buy it.
What do you mean by that?
Cartel is defined in the Webster's Dictionary as an association which is formed to restrict competition or raise prices. I mean, that's what's happening in the prescription drug industry and the hospital drug industry.
In statements to NBC News, both companies stressed the importance of expanded coverage, with Novo Nordisk saying the state rejected multiple workable options and chose to abandon its obligation to employees living with obesity. Other employee plans, including the University of Texas and the Mayo Clinic, have already eliminated coverage or scaled it back, as well as some states. Meanwhile, providers like Leanne Owens and her patients are scrambling with the fallout.
I'm almost done with the Wegovy, the last dose of Wegovy. What are they telling me? That they're scared about regaining their weight. Specifically, a lot of my patients that have been able to come off blood pressure medicines.
So it's a science of the.
Having to restart those medicines.
Like Skylar Hackney, many will quit the drugs and see what happens. Aaron McLaughlin, NBC News, Hillsborough, North Carolina.
Okay, when we come back, ancient dynamite found in a Utah home. Residents forced to evacuate as hazmat teams detonated the explosives where the homeowner told authorities that dynamite came from. And a deadly flood emergency overseas, dozens killed and thousands displaced in East Africa. By officials,
East Africa.
Only get worse.
East
That's
Africa.
Essex.
Flood. The rain, it rained in Dubai. Dubai is like a desert, right? It rained over there, and they said all the flight cancellations for a couple days because there's too much rain. You can't fly your airplane in the rain. They said not this kind of rain. And then the sandstorms. There's no sandstorm. The sandstorm went to Greek. Right? Greek. It looked like Mars or some shit. What kind of sandstorm is that? That kind of sandstorm. Yeah.
En Metro, obtén un nuevo iPhone 12 con 5G. Toma fotos increíbles y comparte al instante. Tú no aceptas bla 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 en tu vida, como tenis falsos. No aceptes bla 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 de tu servicio móvil. Únete a Metro y obtén un nuevo iPhone 12 con 5G por solo $99.99. Sin contratos, sin cargos de activación, ni nada de bla bla bla. Solo en Metro.
My name is Susan.
Oh, the blah blah blah. See, we have Hispanic commercials here. Blah 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 stuff.
I'm a former prosecutor, and it's my job to keep American TikTok users safe. A big part of that is making sure that their data is protected. We're spending
And how are you going to do it? Are you going to protect it? Let's just say you get to know TikTok, but let's just say there's. How are you going to protect it?
my career to building safety, and it's my
You
job
think
to build it.
TikTok is your biggest problem? You're so full of shit. Let's just say we don't have to worry about TikTok. You're gonna protect it? Get the fuck out of here. You would say that. Because you could do it. But Chinese can't do it? Fucking bullshit. It's okay for you to do it.
Gatorade Fit.
God forbid.
Vitamin-packed hydration with no artificial sweeteners, flavors, or added sugar. Hydration for every athlete. Forever.
Yeah, you're gonna make sure.
Conversations, the ones that lead to growth and inspiration and joy. Come with me on this journey, and I promise you'll be stronger than when you started.
New episodes of Making Space with Hoda Kotb, Season 5, released every Wednesday. Listen now.
We're back now with top stories news. Begin with
Oh, hello, Magic.
outside of Fairbanks, Alaska.
What are you doing?
Meow.
Hello, Meow.
Both people on board
Look, my little
neighbors
friend.
say they heard multiple explosions.
Hello, Meow.
Smoke and debris visible for miles. The NTSB.
How are
sound
you,
investigating.
Meow?
Hazmat crews near Salt Lake City
how are you
massive
doing?
amounts of dynamite found inside a family home.
Video capturing the massive blast triggered by what the fire chief called ancient sticks
Oh,
of
you
dynamite
got something
that
in
had
your
been passed
tail.
down
Look.
through several generations. The fire department was notified
Wait a
of
minute.
explosives after the homeowner called a friend asking for help. The dynamite was found in the basement,
The little
garage,
varmint.
and shed. Nearby homes were evacuated before the detonation, but all have been allowed to return. Okay, disgraced former Congressman George Santos announcing he is ending his long shot bid to return to Congress. Santos posted
Yeah, George Santos dipped out. He was like, no, we don't want to embarrass myself anymore. Because we're going to start thinking all New Yorker fuckers are like that. Look at it. What school did you go to?
And Boeing, reeling from a string of safety issues,
Hello, handsome.
reporting a $355 million loss this quarter.
How are
Revenue
you?
for the jet maker down 8%.
How are you
after the
doing?
near disastrous blowout of a door on one of its
Hold on there.
earlier this year.
We're
Boeing
gonna.
was to temporarily ground those jets
You want to
following the
escape?
January incident.
No, you cannot escape.
Production and delivery of those
I got
massive
you.
demand has decreased.
Come say hello to my chat. Say hello, yo. Okay, look. High five, high five.
Flights that are canceled or delayed for a certain amount of time. Those airlines will also be required
How
to
are you?
disclose hidden fees or junk fees.
How are you, you little varmint?
The new rules will make refunds
Okay.
automatic when airlines owe passengers money for flights that are significantly delayed or canceled.
It's stressful. It's a lot of money that you don't get refunded.
Every airline handles refunds differently. Soon they'll be required to issue credit card refunds within 7 days if passengers decline alternative transportation or travel credits. For domestic flights delayed more than 3 hours and not taken, 6-hour delays on international flights. Refunds.
Oh, we're not flying anywhere.
Delivered within 12 hours, or if you pay for something you don't get, like Wi-Fi or a better seat. Cash refunds, not vouchers.
We hear again and again from passengers who describe how hard they have to push just to get the refunds that are owed.
What's the guy, the transportation guy? Pete Buttigieg.
Requiring airlines to disclose upfront baggage and reservation change fees assure passengers that buying a ticket guarantees a seat. You don't have to pay more to select a seat. And no more advertising misleading promotional discount fares that don't include mandatory fees. The airlines say consumers are already given the choice of refundable ticket options with terms and conditions that best fit their needs at first search results. The new rules take effect in October, just before the end of year rush.
The new rules take effect in 6 months, just in time for the Thanksgiving and end of the year holidays. Tom?
Okay, Tom, we look forward to
Okay.
those refunds, hopefully. Then a top stories global watch and a check of what else is happening around the world. We start in London, where 5 military horses, one of them soaked in blood, ran loose on the streets. It was a wild scene. Look at this.
Oh, the horses.
Vehicles and shattering windows.
Oh, look what happened to the horse. Aw.
Some chaos near Buckingham Palace. Authorities say nearby construction spooked those horses, which are part of the Household Cavalry, a group that takes part in royal ceremonies. Well, 3 soldiers who were thrown.
The horses run through the streets of
From the
London.
horses were taken to the hospital. A spokesperson for the British Army could not confirm where the blood came from. Okay. The crowdfunding giant GoFundMe has now expanded its operation officially into Mexico. Mexican fundraisers can now solicit donations on the for-profit platform. The company hopes the expansion will help reach into untapped Latin American markets. Previously,
I got some microwave food. I went to the store and bought some stuff. Got cat food and stuff. Got some beer. We didn't go to the store yet, but we got some stuff to eat. Because we've been eating in lately instead of eating out. Usually we eat out every day, but not lately. Oh, we wanted to watch this New York.
Lee did something. If the mother has any clue what happened, she better speak up.
In many ways, I don't think the criticism of Norma was fair.
I cannot see.
Norma is also just shy.
Hey, Dr. Frankenstein.
She doesn't want to show.
I went to go to the golf course because the last time the Bride of Frankenstein won.
So I'm sure it was overwhelming.
With the case going viral, there were attempts to address the criticism in an appearance on national television.
I don't know why.
Maybe we could sign one for the Bride of Godzilla. Or something. The Bride of Dracula. Right? We think. We're watching New York. I'm a little lost. I'm not sure what's going on.
They said she sold her dog.
Looks like we got lots of Hispanics.
She could never hurt her dog.
I watched that television show a viewer was, and maybe those were questions that people in the community were asking. But I have repeatedly said that the family has been cooperative throughout this entire investigation.
One of the leads that police follow takes them to Mexico. That's where Dulce's father lives.
They cleared his name pretty quickly. They were able to get
Alright, we're gonna smoke some pot.
find out that he had nothing to do with it.
I'm a little drunk.
Take investigators all across California, Texas, North and South Carolina. And one of the biggest tips is in Ohio. In March of 2020, investigators finally get what they think is a huge break.
2 letters concerning Dulce Alves reportedly turned up at a library and a casino in Austintown, Ohio.
Someone mails letters to several communities in Ohio. Normally you would think anonymous letters aren't a big deal. The police say whoever it was knew details about the case that were not available to the public.
You know, it's almost like, okay, this is the one.
One of the letters directs police to a wooded area near a truck stop in Youngstown, Ohio. Police go there, they search the woods, nothing.
Those turned out to be false, which is just really strange and I'm sure upsetting to the family and everyone involved that nothing came of those letters.
They don't.
And that someone used
I think they need some water.
I get hooked up every single time we get what appears to be like a tip that is a really good tip. I get excited, but that's because I care.
As frustrating as it was for police to hit these dead ends, it's that much harder.
Water,
They have their hopes raised and dashed over and over again.
I have to be strong for my kids and keep going on, knowing that my daughter's still missing.
What gives you the strength?
Knowing that I'm going to see Dulce one day.
Sometimes we smile, but inside we suffer a lot. Sometimes we'll be saying, do you remember what a sweet little girl Dulce was? We'll talk about the funny things she did, and then we'll end up crying.
When I went back after a year, it was just solemn in the park that day.
Someone had to see something. Maybe they didn't realize what they were looking at and seeing at the time.
Police have gotten hundreds of
That's what's up, Nelson. It's pretty sad. I only have one more beer left.
concerned that maybe there's someone out there who knows something that's a freak.
Let's watch a PBR or something. We were watching it and it started skipping and dipping. It was really bad. Because the Pluto or the TV doesn't work very well. That New York, we wanted to watch some other depressing New York stuff. That depressing too. Dateline, Newswatch. Don't ask why I watch this shit. I have no clue. Dog the Bounty Hunter. Oh, look, we can watch Mother. I'm not really high, but we love watching this stuff when I'm under the influence. Oh, we're in the jungle. Oh, look at... Oh, he got a monkey. The bird, he got a monkey. Look, he just...
Powerful strokes with its 2-meter wings, it airlifts the prey back to its eyrie.
Look, he just swooped up on that fucking monkey.
Here it feeds its chick in a penthouse suite with a view far and wide over the roof of the forest.
When
I don't
rideshare
know if it's
companies
eagle.
don't hold themselves accountable for
Pretty
injuries
sweet.
caused by their drivers,
He just swooped up, grabbed this
justice
monkey.
takes more than a fighter. You need a champion. Walk Up Personal Injury Law. Call 866-WALK-UP-LAW. A death caused by carelessness will never feel right.
I'm not sure what country it is.
Holding the wrongdoer accountable will. Justice takes more than a fighter.
I'm thinking
You
it's
need
South
a
America.
champion. Walk Up
Could be
Personal
Africa.
Injury Law. Visit
I'm not sure.
walkuplaw.com.
Why not take risks? Don't be afraid to put yourself out there. Ladies and gentlemen, I suspect foul play.
You know something. Spill it.
Spill it.
Woman deserves her revenge.
I was a killer who killed for you. Pretty cool,
Business can mean a lot of things. For some, it's earning reports. The top MBA program, investments, the business is in everything we do. Side hustles that explode into the next billion-dollar company. I need to create my own product so that I control what the marketing is for. Unconventional ideas that change the world. AI is everywhere, with venture capital pouring in. Whatever business means to you, Wondery podcasts are the destination for business inspiration.
You're listening ad-free on Wondery Plus.
Join Wondery Plus now.
I am Chef Jose Andres. Welcome to the kitchen.
Here's what I brought you, since knives are part of my life.
The important thing is that you cook and spend quality time with friends.
I'm always juggling so many things at the same time. So when I feel like I forget to do something, Alexa, did I lock the front door? Front door is locked. My Echo frames have my bag.
Alright, let's see what kind of going on.
The canopy world is a place of extremes, of hot sun and drying winds, fierce and drenching storms. From dry times to wet times, the seasons here are more marked.
I think it's
The long,
South America.
hard rains are soon due, and a transformation comes over the forest canopy. As far as the eye can see, the trees blush, not with old leaves, but with new. The growth of spring with the colors of autumn. New, tender leaves don't yet have the protection of poisons. So to ensure they survive,